Hello, beautiful souls. How are you today? My goodness, it has been wild. I'm going to take a moment to breathe. I want to talk to you about this full moon that's happening today, October 13th. Now, I don't ever talk about what sign the moon is in because I'm a Vedic astrologer, or a Vedic astrology enthusiast, should I say, right? For all y'all beautiful astrologers out there that like to be petty. Anyway, so let me do this. Okay, there we go. Now, this beautiful full moon is happening right as the shadow period of Mercury Retrograde is happening. Okay? And we all know, but for some of you who don't, the full moon is about releasing, cleansing, clearing on all levels. Physical, spiritual, emotional, whatever. The full moon helps you release what is no longer serving your soul purpose. Okay? What is no longer creating harmony in your life. It helps you. That energy helps you to release. Okay? And then let's talk about what Mercury Retrograde does. Well, Mercury Retrograde wants you to analyze, rethink, redo, wants you to plan, wants you to really look at things that you may have not seen before, wants you to go back. So it's talking about the past, right? That's when all the exes want to come around, yada yada. Mercury retrograde's purpose is to, quote unquote, make sure before you move forward. That's all. Nothing to fear, okay? But this video that I decided to do is important because this full moon is not going to be the same as a regular full moon. We're not going to be able to just write some stuff down that we want to release and burn it and be like, okay, yay, it is done. Because the shadow period of Mercury retrograde, thank God, is not in full effect yet, right? But you're going to have spurts of its showing its face. You're going to have spurts of that, to where you're going to have moments where, yeah, you feel good. You already did your affirmations of what you wanted to release and all that, and you feel confident about it and you're not worried about it. But there's going to be moments where that Mercury retrograde shadow is going to come and ask you, hey, you sure you want to release that? Are you sure that this should be on this list of stuff that you need to release right now? Maybe you need to release it, but now may not be the time to release it. Or maybe the way you're trying to release it is not in the way in which you should be trying to release this. We need a new process, right? I want y'all to be aware of this so that you don't freak out or because you may have this strong feeling in your soul that you need to release something, and you just know the full moon is going to help you. Yes, I'm free. Yes, I'm about to be a new person. Whatever the case may be. I'm cleansing. I'm clearing. You know what I mean? I'm about to do this detox. I'm about to, go on this diet, whatever, right? You just know it's going to go. And then you're going to have a moment where you're like, hey, Kels, wait, am I doing this right? You know what I mean? Let's say you decide that you want to do a cleanse, or you want to do something physical, right? To your body that, that's part of the release process, right? you may have a moment where you're not seeing results maybe, and you be like, okay, I just drank this tea and I'm supposed to be like pooping or whatever, and it's not happening. Am I doing this right? Like, Mercury is gonna mess with you. And what you have to do is you have to reinforce what you are doing. You have to reinforce. And, the moment that you say, am I doing this right? Or should I be doing this at all? That's when you have to say, let me just allow. Let me just allow, because my soul prompted me to do this. You see what I mean? So let me just have faith and continue with this process. Okay? Now that's just for some of you. For others, Mercury retrograde is going to be a blessing. This shadow period with this moon is going to be a blessing in disguise, because you were about to get rid of something that was about to pop for you or get better for you. And had you not been prompted by Mercury to go and look, you would have definitely missed an opportunity. And this is something you may have been waiting for a long time to pop off, to get better. You see what I mean? So I don't suggest making any decisions outside of yourself, like when it comes to a job, work, all kinds of crazy stuff like outside of you. I don't suggest making those decisions until like mid-December, like actually taking action. You're going to have to lay low on a lot of stuff right now, because you're just not going to know which one of y'all, which people should be rethinking what they should keep, and which people should be ignoring Mercury and going along your path. This is why we're supposed to listen to our soul, okay? Your soul knows. You will feel it. You will feel it strongly. No matter what your mind does, you will be like, no, I'm not dealing with this. I've seen enough. I got enough proof. You know what I mean? I'm done. So some of y'all will be having to have the mental fortitude to continue to go along with your release process. And some of you will be releasing, but then there's particular things that you're going to have to look at and ask yourself, should I be releasing this at all? Or is the way that I'm releasing this of integrity? Or is it fair to everybody? Things like that. Because some of us, when we're done, and we want to be done like any kind of way. We don't even care. And this energy is not going to allow you to just do that without some kind of repercussion. So like if you're thinking about dumping somebody or leaving a job abruptly, like with this I don't care attitude, something is going to happen to where you're going to be faced with that person or a situation with that person involved or that job. Like something is going to bring you back to that moment when you thought you were done and you were never going to see or interact with that energy again. So when you do it, make sure you do it like in the nicest way possible, because again, if you weren't supposed to release it at that time, or you were supposed to do it a certain way, it's going to come back in your face. And when it comes back in your face, if you're one of those people that was all like, screw it, and you cussed people out and you walked out of the office, it's going to come back really, really ugly, right? But if you're one of those people that, was honest and had some tact when you separated from whatever this was, even when it comes back, it won't be coming back to try to attach or try to stay or anything like that. But you may get an apology, or you may, hear that some things have changed because of the action you took. When you come at people the wrong way or come at situations the wrong way, it actually messes the situation up even further when all you wanted was change. So there's a difference between somebody that throws the finger up and walks away and someone who, who says, hey, check this out. This is how I feel. This is why it's not working. And I'm just going to have to go. I respect you and everything, but I'm going to have to separate. You know what I mean? People can respect that. So when it comes back around for you to have to face, they would have thought about what you said because they were able to receive it because it wasn't coming at them all jacked up, and they have an understanding of what went down. And they may even talk to other people about it and find out that you weren't the only one that had an issue, but you've got to put some nurturing on it. You got to pull that moon energy when you're trying to separate from certain things, and like leave that universal love on the table, even if you don't intend to come back. That way you don't have situations where somebody badmouths you when you're trying to get another opportunity somewhere else, because you never know who knows who, right? You don't want to leave anything like all weird and jacked up. So I hope y'all understand what I'm trying to explain to you during this beautiful full moon. You will have your moments where you're questioning what you're releasing, and some of you have to ignore your mind. Some of you will have to actually pay attention to those nudgings. Here's the key. For those of you who will have to go and really actually reevaluate certain stuff, it's not going to be a mental process. You're going to feel it. You're going to feel like, oh snap, there's something I shouldn't be doing. I got to go check. You're going to feel it in your heart or in your stomach. It's not going to be you thinking, should I have done this? Should I have done? It's not going to be in your head. The energy's not going to be up there. So that's how you're going to know whether you really should go back and rethink about something that you're trying to release during this full moon cycle. And for those of you who do get the mental jargon going on, the energy will just be in your head and it won't be anywhere else in your body. You may even get headaches or whatever, stuff like that. That's the stuff that you need to ignore, and you need to let your soul speak louder than your head, But yeah, that's all I wanted to let y'all know about this beautiful full moon that's happening right now. God does not bring you confusion. I always tell people this. Source does not bring you confusion. Source creates harmony in all things. Okay? So if you're having a tough time making decisions, just go sit out in nature, meditate, spend some time with yourself and pleasure yourself. Have a meal with yourself, bathe, listen to some music, like spend some time alone without any outside influences so you can get clear. Because the energy y'all dealing with right now is not clear at all. That's why you shouldn't make any sudden moves. Okay? But you can plan, you can talk about stuff, business as usual until you can actually take action, which I don't recommend until mid-December. Okay? So, yeah. Have a beautiful day, loves, and I will talk to you soon.